Hey Brick Bloggeteers, Will here, and today we're taking a preview of set 43230 Walt Disney Tribute Camera. Now this will retail for $100 and will be released, I believe, September 1st. Alright, so the first thing we get to build is a display platform. Of course, I put all the figures on. They actually spread out the various characters throughout the bags. So bag 1 is Walt Disney. Bag 2, I believe, is Mickey. Then it goes to Bambi. Then I think Dumbo, and then finally Minnie. So they're all built on this clapperboard, which can work if I don't knock off all the minifigures. And they also have studs for where the minifigures can stand. Now, right behind the minifigures is a multi-plane camera. And what's interesting thing about this is there are 3 levels, which is the background, the middle ground, and the foreground of an image. Now, the image that they used inside the camera is representative of a project called the Old Mill. And it's really hard to see just from this thing. So you can actually see it better when it's in your hand, because it's every plane is a door-sized glass frame that's fully printed. Characters in here, you have Walt Disney in his younger days with his little mustache. He does have 2 faces. Both of them are various grins. One's bigger than the other. Black and white Minnie. We've actually seen them before in like the Steamboat Willie set, as well as I think they did a black and white version in the collectible minifigures. But brand new to the set is Bambi and Dumbo. Now both of these are solid pieces, so there's no articulation in the characters themselves, but they are fully printed and molded. So Bambi has his legs akimbo, and that'll fit on a 2x3 space, and Dumbo has essentially a 2x2 bottom space, but his ears and the rest of his body do stick out beyond that. But otherwise, they are freakishly cute. Then you got the main part of the model, which is the movie camera itself. Now the movie camera does have a few features and a few faux features. And faux features, it looks like the tripod has a lot of articulation because you have these like little gear things here, but those are all pure decoration. They're more or less just, well, what do you call it? The wind-up toy backs that we've seen in minifigures. So none of the tripod elements work. Now on the camera itself, we do have a matte box that slides forwards and back, which will restrict the view of the lens. Speaking of lens, if we pull a matte box away, there are 3 lenses here that you can see by kind of turning them. And these will be your different types of focus. There's going to be 3 different shapes that you make for your lenses, and then whichever one is on top is the one it currently has. On the opposite side, you have the viewfinder, and the viewfinder, you can't see through it because it's built as a solid piece, but it can be moved around a little. Now the reason why it can be moved around is to reveal the little hidden surprise inside, which is a tiny little office for Walt Disney to draw in. There is a desk that has studs so that you can put the sketch that he's holding on there as if he's working on it. And there's like a little lamp above his desk. Now you might or might not, probably not, see some gears in the back. That's going to operate the sound effect that the camera was designed to have. So let's cut away to that so you can hear it. All right, now the final thing is at the top of our model, we have the 100 sign. Of course, the 2 circles are designed to look like reels, and I do absolutely love the tile that they use at the top of the 1. Now it takes up a 2x2 space, and it has 2 quarter round cutouts. So it's a brand new tile for this set. At least I've never seen it before, but I can see it being very useful for making letters and numbers in a very nice stylistic way. Of course, another thing about the camera is this film strip, and each of the little shots in the strip are very different movie iconic shots, all made to look like Lego versions of that shot. So they're recreated and reimagined in that form. So if you can't see them in this strip by holding them into the light, they do have each shot represented in the instructions with the name of the movie it came from and the year it came out. Overall, this is an interesting interactive art piece. This is not a toy, despite the fact it has a number of elements that can be played with. It's not the best for playing with at all. It's actually rather delicate. So be sure that it fits somewhere in your house to display, hopefully in a place that won't get knocked around, because of course with this tripod it's still not the sturdiest despite how much they actually put into it. This does have a surprising amount of Technic in here, so it'll also be a slightly frustrating build for those who are more of a novice builder. This is not as nice or as easy as the Mickey and Minnie statues that we got a year or two back, probably even longer than that. So think of this as an advanced build art piece. And again, this is set 43230, Walt Disney Tribute Camera.